Hello and welcome back to the Property Management Podcast. Thank you so much for being here today. We're going to talk about something that could completely change the way your property management business runs in the current world we're living in. Property management is no easy feat. It's demanding, it's fast paced, and it requires juggling a million tasks at once. But here's the thing. Not all those tasks need to be handled by you or your property managers. In fact, I've got 5 tasks that they should absolutely not be spending their time on right now. And the new financial year we've just headed into is the perfect time to rethink how you approach those routine, time consuming tasks. I've been using remote professionals for over a decade to streamline my own businesses. And now, having sold my property management company, I've got a team of offshore taskers, I call them, ready to help other businesses like yours free up time and focus on what really drives your growth. So let's jump on in and talk about the 5 tasks your property managers should not be doing this year and how you can free up their time to focus on tasks that truly move the needle in your business. So the first task is administrative paperwork. And I'm not talking about the odd email or invoice. I mean the bulk of paperwork, the lease agreements, the lease renewals, the invoices, payment tracking, and all the administrative admin. These tasks are necessary. I'm not disputing that, but they're also incredibly time consuming. And the problem is your property manager shouldn't be spending hours on this kind of work when their time could be better spent doing other things. These are tasks that takes them away from client-facing activities, tenant relationships, and other core responsibilities. Now, I know from personal experience that you don't have to do everything yourself, even though you tell yourself no one can do it as good as I can. I've been using remote professionals for over a decade, like I said, and they are helping with all kinds of administrative tasks. And by outsourcing the grunt work, I've freed up my time and my team's time to focus on higher impact activities that drive business results. And the best part, you can have this too. By having remote professionals handle these back office tasks, your property managers can focus on serving your clients and ensuring your properties run smoothly. The second task is tenant screening. I know how important it is to place the right tenants in your properties, but screening tenants is a lengthy process. Reviewing credit reports, checking references, verifying income, and ensuring everything is in order requires a lot of attention to detail. This is another task that can easily be handled by a dedicated professional who knows the ins and outs of tenant screening, freeing up your property managers to focus on what they do best, building relationships with your tenants and investors. When I ran my business, I had a remote team who would handle the initial stages of the tenant screening, pulling reports, verifying references, and compiling everything my team needed for final review. That gave my property managers more time to focus on customer service and business development, which in turn led to a more efficient operation. The third task is routine and maintenance scheduling. I'll break that into 2 things. So maintenance is an inevitable part of property management, but your property managers shouldn't be spending hours coordinating every little repair, from handling tenant requests to calling vendors and tracking progress. It's a lot for one person to manage. Instead, outsourcing maintenance scheduling to a remote professional can ensure things are organised, contractors are contacted promptly, and the jobs are tracked efficiently. This means your property managers can stay focused on tenant relationships and property performance, not chasing down maintenance requests. This also goes for booking in and scheduling routine inspections as well. That is a time consuming task, sending off the entry notices, following up with making sure the reports get sent out. These are all tasks that your remote professional can handle behind the scenes. And it allows you to stay on top of everything and gives your property managers the space to focus on, like I said, those more important tasks like engaging with your tenants and growing your portfolio. The fourth task is handling inquiries and customer service requests. We all know that tenants, investors, and potential clients can have never ending lists of questions. But here's the thing, property managers shouldn't be tied up handling every single inquiry or service request. Routine questions, scheduling requests, and basic customer service can be delegated to a remote professional or virtual assistant who specialises in managing these types of inquiries. With a remote team in place, your property managers can focus on more complex issues that require their expertise, leaving the everyday questions to be addressed by your support team. And the last one, marketing and social media management. If you're relying on your property managers to run your social media accounts, create marketing materials, and handle ad campaigns, you're wasting valuable time and resources. Marketing is essential for growing your business, but it's also a time-consuming task that actually does require some expertise. Instead of having property managers juggle this, outsource your marketing efforts to remote professionals or offshore teams who specialize in creating engaging content, managing Facebook ads, and building your online presence. I did this for years with my business, and it allowed me to stay visible and competitive without burning out my team. And now, as a business owner who has sold my own property management business, I've got a team of offshore professionals ready to help others streamline their marketing efforts. And whether that's managing your social media, creating content, or running ads, or even doing some lead generation, our team of remote professionals can help keep your brand in front of the right audience. So just to recap, the 5 tasks your property managers should not be doing: administrative paperwork, routine maintenance scheduling and routine scheduling, handling inquiries and customer service requests, and marketing, social media, and lead generation. By outsourcing these tasks to remote professionals or virtual assistants, you can free up your property managers to focus on the things that really matter, like customer service, tenant relations, and growing your business. I've been doing this for over a decade now. If you're ready to free up your property manager's time, please reach out for a call to discuss how we can help streamline your operations. Thank you so much for tuning in. Can I ask you a quick favor before you leave this episode? Now, we all know how important reviews are for businesses these days, and mine is no different. If you could spare just a minute to follow, rate, and review this podcast, it would mean a lot to me. In fact, what would get me super excited is if you share this podcast with someone in the industry who you think might need to hear some of the episodes right now. And if you'd like to find out more about working with me or any of the products I have to help you start, grow, or scale your property management business, head to my website, thatpropertymum.com.au, or check out the links in the show notes.